Hello, I'm back. Video number 3. Faith, love, excuse me, confirmation burp, and unity. What do you believe? Feed your belief with more belief, meditate, and stay focused. There's so much going on at once. Let me tell you. I know. It is not the easiest thing to do. You got the scammers, you got the liars, you got the illusions. In Atlanta right now, we have people that are unaliving people and then unaliving themselves on a daily basis. So I know if it's happening here, it's not the only place. We're truly under spiritual warfare. Check on the people that you love often. Spiritual hygiene is so important now, and try to enjoy as much as possible, and also feel all your emotions, because these emotions can be like a roller coaster. Woo! And it's okay. Remember, it's progression, not perfection. You're not going to get everything right. No, you're not. We're not going to be perfectionists, but we're going to be progressionists, okay? We're going to work on just being at peace as much as possible. Let me tell you something. Failure it allows you to learn more about yourself that you did not know, okay? I know it sounds counterproductive, but we're all in a full out assault for our souls and our mind. That's why staying in your heart is the best place to be, because that allows you to operate in faith, what you believe. It allows you to operate in love, and it allows you to stay in unity. You know why? Because the things that no longer suit you, you get rid of them. Because that's what happened here. The plant was here. It no longer suited her. So then I put her in here. And yes, she's lonely because she's by herself. She was in a colony of 6 diverse plants. But guess what? She was the only one that grew. So she's in the big pot by herself. Had the other ones grew, I'd have put 2 in each pot to allow them to grow together. But she was the only one that grew. And I know that also well. Sometimes God separates you and you don't understand why you're separated. And he tells you, I'm doing it for your own good. And you're like, I know. And at times it can get very lonely. And when you're separated like that, people look at you and they're like, what's going on with them? Why they think they're so good and it's not? I don't think I'm so much. Because there are times that I wish I had people around me, because I am a social butterfly. But God puts you in a place where it's you and him, because he wants me to, and even if this is you, he wants you to just be dependent on just him and get to know your own voice, get to know his voice. So when he puts you back into the area with everybody else, you know whose voice is what, okay? Because this is the contract we signed before we got here. Do we remember the contract? But it's the contract we signed. And it is what it is. And we just go from there, all right? Just because it hurts me to do something doesn't mean it's wrong for me. There's a lot of things that taste bad that's healthy for me. Working out hurts at first, and every time I add pressure or weight, it hurts. It's all about growth, and even though it doesn't feel good at the moment, it's still growth. You don't see the good in letting the good in letting things and people go. Then God shows you some background things that you didn't know that was going on, and then you like, yeah, it's best I let go. That's when you realize if that stuff is around you for too long, it will corrupt you. Because there's a scripture that said, good morals get corrupted by bad communication. Because you could be the best person in the world. You get around too many bad people and you be just like them. Because birds of a feather flock together. So you fully let go and let people be who they are. You don't judge them. You just let them be who they are. Until they're ready, it is what it is. There's no judgment. There's no beating nobody up. There's no, well, you need, I don't have time for that. It is just, I see you later. I love you and I'm gone. Okay? I release you in love. You're no longer good for my growth and for my peace. So I'm just going to leave you where you are. And when you're ready, we can hang out. If I'm on that level. If I've moved on, God bless you. Okay? I can't convince no one to do what's good for them. They have to want to do it for themselves. And they'll be mad at me in the long run. Let people be who they want to be. And let them be who they want to be with. Just because I don't benefit from the seeds that were sown doesn't mean I don't sow the seed. Someone else may enjoy the fruit of this tree. Because it takes 10 years for a tree to really get strong and healthy like it's supposed to. And maybe I was just supposed to sow the seed and let it grow some and put it outside and let it do what it's supposed to do. And maybe somebody else will come along and say, ooh, look at the tree. Somebody, because there's a scripture, Deuteronomy 6:10 and 11. God will give you godly houses that you did not build, filled with godly things that you do not fill it with, and give you vineyards you do not plant. That's a vineyard. It's one plant, but it can grow into a vineyard. Because one pear seed made that. Okay. Again, and starting the process is the hardest. You know how hard it was for that plant to grow through a half an inch? That one seed to grow through a half an inch of dirt. It was hard because it never done it before. Being the first at anything, sometimes you won't get the credit. Someone else may come and think that you and probably take it from you. It gets frustrating, but at least it got out. But at the same time, once it happens and you see them, it says, once you catch the thief, they have to return sevenfold. You know what they did. They know what they did. You ain't got to go toe to toe. Let God fix that situation. Back up off of it. Delete, block, boom. Protect your peace and get gone. Because you ain't got time to deal with that. Because if they want to, ain't nobody got time. I'm 51, baby. We ain't got time for that. We got to be in some peace and we got to keep it cute. Keep it sexy, honey. Because we got to keep that brim. Ow. We don't have time for that, okay? Everyone won't receive what comes from you, but might receive it from someone else. And it's okay. I can't lie and say that it don't hurt when it happens, because it does. But what I've learned is to separate myself from that problem. Because see, some people do things to get you all out of whack and want you to come and fight them, and it's not worth it. I've learned it is best to disconnect and move on with your life. Let me tell you something about peace. Peace is your most valuable asset. What you don't understand is, you know how sometimes you look at your life and you go back and look at your life and you look at the years and you're like, wow. And you just look and you're like, yeah, peace is my most valuable asset. I don't care what age you are. Peace is your most valuable asset. When you get behind them closed doors of your house, you should have peace. You shouldn't have no arguing. You shouldn't have no screaming. Shouldn't have no bickering. Shouldn't have no back and forth. And if you do, somebody got to go. You are the other person. Whoever person's name is on the lease can stay and everybody else got to roll out. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. So yeah, your peace is everything. And when God puts you on a path, you do your best to stay in your peace. And what people will do, we all do it. So if I see it, I know it's in me too. So I've been checking myself all day. Where is that in you? What we do is we rock the boat. And we do stuff and we do it on purpose. And then we look and say, what you gonna do about it? Child. Sometimes you just got to choke that sucker up and be like, I'm going to just leave that to the game and I'm going to just go on. And even if, because what I'm saying now is me sticking up for myself, because I don't have time to go toe to toe with somebody right now. I just don't. Because when there's an old proverb that said, know thyself. Don't let the smiles and everything fool you. Sometimes it's best to run on and see what the end gonna be than to be dealing with frivolous stuff. That's why God says, I separated you for a reason. I put you to the side for a reason, because I needed you to see what was in you. So today I had to really sit down